I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What are they gonna say now? What are they gonna say now? Welcome back to another episode of In the Red Corner. And if you don't know who I was mocking, then I guess you don't know what they're gonna say now. We got a bevy of topics to talk about today because boxing is lighting up. It seems like once the weather breaks, a lot of boxing news wants to break as well. But before we get into it, I want to let you all know: hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, also hit that share button, and make sure you're a part of the conversation in the comments because we want to keep this conversation going. We want to also let you all know that we have an Instagram, and you can see it below in the ticker right there, so you can follow us if you want to continue the conversation over there at Instagram. But we will not reply until you become a member. So you can say what you want, but when you become a member, that's when you're really gonna get the full length reply. And before we roll into the topics, I'll say what's up to my guys. What's up, Ty? What's up, Ricky?
What's up?
What's going on?
Okay, so I know people are probably gonna watch this episode and then they're gonna be like, these guys always got some theme going on here. Ty team is in the NBA finals. I know this is a boxing show, but Ty team is in the NBA finals, and the Wizards are preparing for the draft. So we got Ricky who's looking like he's preparing for the draft, and we got Ty who's looking like he's ready to go represent his Pacers in the finals. Oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. So, like we say here on In the Red Corner, it's time to get it on, or you can get along, but we ain't gonna get along. Oh, he's swinging already, Ty. He's swinging already. He's looking like Camille, man. So we're gonna roll right into the first recap. First recap from the Red Corner. We got Camille Moten versus Rennie Moten. That is because. Yeah, go ahead. Y'all can say Viamonte. I've been practicing. But we all know Cromell won that fight by unanimous decision. And this one was kind of some people would say a crowd pleaser. Y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong on that one. So I'm gonna start with you, Ty. What you think of this fight?
The Camille fight, I would expect him to knock him out because every fight Camille has, I expect him to knock him out. So if he don't knock him out, to me that's a bad performance for Camille because he's supposed to knock him out. Only problem I have with Camille fights is why aren't they televised? That's the only problem I have with his Camille fights. Yeah, why aren't they televised? But yeah, he did good in that fight, but I expect every fight to be a knockout because that's what I expect from Camille. Just like when you see Tank fight, you expect Tank to knock him out. And Tank to knock him out, you're like, yo, what's wrong? So that's how I feel about Camille.
We take a knee.
Camille, this easy. Camille was the monster he is. I mean, he came in there, especially that eighth round. I want to say that he definitely was definitely showed. I think he figured him out because I definitely was predicting knockout the same as Ty, but I think eighth round is when he really figured was the guy Rennie out. If they would have went another round, it definitely guaranteed knockout. But Camille looked like a dog. And I think to answer the Ty question, I think he's not televised. I'm not 100% sure, but I think because of age. Because last time I checked, I think that was like a year ago. It was
He
because of
18 now.
age.
He 18
Oh, he
now.
18 now.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how, yeah.
He
So
had a
yeah, why
birthday.
is it? Why is it not televised? I guess maybe because it's 8 rounds.
Nah, they still got okay. When
What?
Mason fought less rounds than 10, they still televised it. So
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's a good question. And he would Mayweather.
yeah,
Oh yeah, Mayweather. We need to know that. Why he not being televised?
I think Mayweather got he too busy doing so
Nah, he
many
trying to
other
keep the best
things.
kept secret. That's what it is. He trying to keep the best kept secret. Another thing, if he become televised, he get popular too fast. They gonna start throwing names at him. So I guess
but then
he's
they get more
building and
money.
molding his. But he's built. He's young though. Ty, you gotta build and mold him. You gotta build and mold him.
To me, that's a terrible excuse because, like I said, Mason gets televised.
They okay. Okay.
No,
Okay. I give it to you. I thought about it. And then they're about the same age range. I want to say Abdullah is probably a few years older.
Yeah, Mason
So
been
yeah.
televised for a minute. So
Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. But Mayweather, being the genius that he is, it's got to be some type of strategic play.
I think the strategic play is what Ty was saying. It's the money. The bigger the name, the more money that comes along with it. Also, Mayweather's probably looking at it like the last time I had a young fighter under me and started to blow up, he left. Like we had a falling out. And I think that might have been Tank. I think Haney was around, but I think Tank was like the closest thing to him outside of AB and his fall off. So he's like, nah, I'm not about to go this route again. Maybe if I keep him close and the fights aren't televised, you got to get the real boxing fans that's actually gonna go out and try to watch the fights early enough in which he actually is fighting. Then more people just gonna be like, "No, I'm messing with Carmel." But once he gets a big name, you already know Mayweather and big names don't go together.
Well, Mayweather already know that because he was definitely what Tank was. He got away from certain promotional teams because of his name, his stature. It comes with the play. So, it comes with the territory. You can't hold them if they knocking them out. You can't hold them for too long.
he tried to hold Hackett too long. That's why Hackett left.
See,
Mm.
same play, different day. Not the Mayweather way, but this guy here. We're gonna move on to the next one. Shout out to Carmel again for that victory. But we're gonna move on to the next one because this guy here is doing a lot of talking and a lot of slapping. But now it's time to do some more stuff in the ring. And it seems like he didn't know what to do because about that sixth round, that hook told him, wake up.
Man,
And he got saved by the bell. But
man.
if you don't know who we talking about, we talking about Caleb Plant. He was going up against Jose Resendez or Resendez, depends on how you want to pronounce it with the accent. But Jose won by split decision to win the interim WBA super middleweight title. So the folks started asking questions. One of them is, should Plant still fight Charlo, or is Plant a gatekeeper? And Ricky, you can tell me a little bit about the fight, or you could choose which order you want to answer one of those questions in.
I'm gonna start with the fight because Caleb kind of let me down with this one. Um, he gassed out. He gassed out. Like, low key, Resendez was getting good body shots in the early rounds were when Caleb won, but that those same body shots led for that what was it? It was a right, a overhand right, in the
Yeah,
six.
you talking about
And
before?
he touched his chin. I was like, oh my goodness. I said he about to have a long fight. It just seemed like he gassed out. After then, he just what he had in the beginning just left with him. It just that he just gassed out. But Resendez, man, was pushing Caleb back. Um he definitely was a tough opponent. Another thing I want to say, he definitely he had youth on his side. You can see the difference. He definitely had youth on his side because he definitely looked younger, stronger, and more ready to go than Caleb did. And yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, that was an upset for me, man. I hurt my feelings and my fan duel. It's like Caleb definitely was supposed to win that so he could build up the Charlo fight. Um, but I'm gonna let Ty talk. I'm gonna let Ty speak on the fight before we jump in. But to add this too, Caleb is reaching that gatekeeper status, in my opinion. After you, because the people, don't get me wrong, before this fight, he lost to the top of the highest of the competition. And normally that's what happens. You lose to the highest competition because you can never get over that threshold that puts you in this corner to be a gatekeeper. So I think he might be getting there. I do not see Caleb overall as a gatekeeper, but he just didn't get the rabbit's foot. So he might, he might become that type of fighter.
Um, and that fight, like Ricky said, he did tire, but he usually does tire out like late in rounds, like after like 6 rounds, he usually tires out. That's what he's known for. So most people just sit there and just wait and wait and wait, and then 6 rounds just start attacking him. But Resendez was basically attacking him was the whole fight. The problem was that Caleb wasn't using the jab early on, and he tired himself out. He needs to find a way to win the rounds early, so then later rounds he has some gas. Like he just tires himself out, and then it's just fight's basically over. And then another thing is you need to get rid of that shoulder roll because he got caught. And that's like the same shoulder roll they tried to do against Canelo. He tried to do against Resendez and got caught. Same exact punch. So he need to get rid of that shoulder roll. He need to use his hands, like block with your hands, like do something, change the defense a little bit because it's not working right now. Not against fighters that study you. And then another thing, I don't think he was that focused for this fight. I think he was more focused on going to the Charlo fight. You can kind of tell, like he was looking. It wasn't more like when he fought McCumbee. Okay, he started off like McCumbee was attacking, but he figured him out and then won the fight. In this fight, it looked like he was just, I don't know, like he was lackadaisical, or he just didn't wasn't that focused in this fight. And him being a gatekeeper, I can see what Ricky's saying. Like he almost to that point because who has Resendez beat? And then to lose somebody like that, like who is Resendez for real? Like, he a pressure fighter, but he didn't really beat nobody. So to lose to him like that, and the way he lost, he ain't like he got dominated real bad and just like embarrassed, but if he lose somebody like that, like lose by a point or so, don't lose by like 4 or 3 rounds. So yeah, he might be getting kind of close to that. And then now the other question, do I want to see him fight Charlo? Of course, I still want to see him fight Charlo. It wasn't like he got like embarrassed like Garcia was running around like Haney or nothing. He was actually in the fight. And another problem is Caleb takes too much punishment.
Yeah,
too much punishment in later rounds. Too much punishment. So he needs to fix that.
and he relied on this fight too. He relied on his arms more than his feet.
Yeah.
He kept extending his arms to keep separation, or instead of using his feet to get around, in my opinion. So that only set him up to get hit even more because now you're not guarding yourself. That's what left his body open.
And you're getting punched in your body while you're trying to run around.
Gonna gas you out.
Never equals to anything good. But that is also funny how he got hit. And it was basically saved by the bell because I think he was going to be done after that. Because what's his name? Resendez applied the pressure once he seen him stagger a little bit. He said, "Oh, I got him. Oh, I got him." And then it was just like the bell. The ref was kind of like, "Do I go in?" Because he didn't want to get hit neither. But the real question, and Taj, you was explaining how Plant looked in this fight. It reminded me, and I know we always crack out jokes, but you got another big name bringing up someone else who shouldn't be in the ring with them at this time. Technically, somebody else with Resendez should be there, but you got a boxer who's looking past the fighter, and now they're looking at somewhat. I mean, granted, it should have been a knockdown, but it reminded me of Tank and Lamont. He just didn't look like himself. He's just out there trying to try some things or play around, and then next thing you know, the fighter or the opponent that you're going up against is like, "Nah, I'm here to prove something." Granted, Resendez actually won, and Lamont that ended up in a draw. But this one is kind of like it looked like that. It's like stop looking past your opponents, or stop taking the fights that you don't want. Like I know there's a lot of beefs about cherry picking and stuff like that, but if you looking for the Charlo fight, don't just fight somebody just cause. Like I know we all need money, but again, just cause, and then you go out there and show this type of performance. And the way Charlo looked, and we about to talk about that next. Charlo took his fight serious, and he like, "Look, man, I'm showing y'all this was a tune-up." because technically that's what it's supposed to be. Now, if these two get in the ring, maybe he does take it serious, but I don't like when fighters do that, where they have a, like as Ty was saying, a lackadaisical fight prior to the one that they really want. Because now I really don't know how to judge your effort. Like, are you really going to go in there and give the effort that we need, or are you going to look the same?
Mm,
So,
that's a good question. But I was before we answer that, I'll go deeper. Let's talk about the Charlo fight.
oh yeah, no, we about to go right into that because Big Twin Bro got in there and said, "We back." You know, life just be lifing. So we just had to let y'all know that we had to take some time off, find ourselves, and get back in the ring. Now, Thomas Lamana was just like, "Man, I'm here for a check. Why you putting me on the canvas like this?" And Charlo was like, "Man, I'm here to work out my jab." So I'm gonna show y'all that the jab is back. So we got to talk about it. 12 rounds, super middleweight. Charlo wins by 6 round TKO. The doctors was like, "Hey man, it's enough. It's enough. You looking like a punching bag." And Charlo wins. So the question is, Jamal Charlo, that is, or Jamel, I don't know. Charlo,
Jamal.
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 Hmm. Hmm.
Black people, man. What y'all do? Put an apostrophe or something on this. Go to French class. Jamal. Jamal Charlotte. But anyway, Ricky, we talked about Plant. Is Charlo back?
Now this fight, I can't say he back. This fight did he did look good on a nice tune-up fight, but the opponent he was fighting was no need or no the opponent he was fighting was a paid punching bag. I repeat, he was a paid punching bag. There was no competition in that fight at all. And Charlo, don't get me wrong, he looked calm, he looked confident. He definitely was walking down, but he definitely was picking the shots precisely, but he also looked slow. I'm not gonna lie, he did look slow to me. Lamana knew he ain't had enough power to be in that ring. He should have took a knee that first round. He should have told his corner to throw the flag in the first round. Another thing, he was animated, and yeah, he it was needed for them to go ahead and cut that fight off. I don't even know why he was acting surprised. He probably was in the inside. He probably was praying for that because he was getting whooped. He was getting whooped. Charlo was walking him down, hitting him with the two piece. Man, he was getting whooped. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for him. I was ready for the fight to be over for him.
That fight, yeah, fight was one sided. But Jamal Charlo took a whole year and a half off. So I don't care who you fight against, taking a year and a half off, looking like that. Even though he was kind of slow, yes, I agree. But he still was dominating in that fight. And you have a lot of people that take less than a year and a half off or take close to a year and a half off and come back looking sluggish, don't have no jab, don't look like they fought in years. So taking a year and a half off, looking like that, knocking the rest off, looking like that. I think he is kind of back. To be honest, I think he is. Is he back to how he was when he was younger? No, but he is kind of back because he came back looking like that. Like I said, after a year and a half off.
I would say he do look better than when he fought Benavidez brother,
Yeah,
David. He does look better. He
Look
does
way
look
better.
his like again, his shots was precise. He did look real like he really, he didn't throw a lot of punches, but whatever he threw it landed. And it was on time. Counters was on time. It just he looked real slow. I ain't
you
gonna lie.
fought you fought Benavidez brother. That was him.
Yeah. When they fought on Benavidez card before he changed weight.
Okay. Oh,
Hmm.
I realize I get confused all the time.
Hmm.
I realize I was him, but yeah. Like I said, he is back. I'm looking forward to him fighting more fighters. So, because I know he wasn't that focused. That's why he was out for a while. He wasn't that focused. So I'm glad he's focused. I want to see. I want to see Charlos do good. I want to see him do good. So I hope to see him fight. I hope to see him fight Plant. Unless Plant, I think Plant's probably gonna have a rematch with the other guy first. So I want to see him have another tune-up fight with a better opponent, hopefully, so he can show
Who,
that he actually is back. So people won't be saying that he's not back.
based on the two fights we just seen. Oh no, I'm gonna get this question out, but Tom will definitely chime in. But based on these two fights that we just seen, um, who you got winning between Plant and Charlo?
See, the problem is Charlo. You said Charlo's slow. To beat Plant, you gotta be like Resendez was quick. That's why you beat him. But I think I don't know.
You know what's crazy? I'm giving Charlo the edge because Charlo can walk through what Plant gonna dish out. Plant just gonna score good, but if Charlo keep walking him down like he did Lamana, then he should gas out.
But the thing is, like I said, I don't think Plant was focused in that fight, so that's why it's hard to judge.
I
Yeah, it's hard to
agree.
judge.
I agree.
I
And
think he's
that's
gonna be
another.
100% focused on the Charlo fight. So,
Yeah. I agree. I agree. But again, Charlo, even though he looked this slow, he looked strong, and it does look. I feel like it will be a lot on Caleb. So I'm get right now currently. If they was getting the ring currently based on these two fights, I'm gonna give it to Charlo. I'm gonna give the edge to Charlo.
but if Charlo does win that fight, who I want to see him fight next, I want to see him fight Crawford at 168.
That's not gonna happen.
Why not? After Crawford beat Canelo, he can do what he want to do.
Crawford not gonna do that.
Why not? It's a Charlo.
That's not even the one he beefing with.
So it's still a Charlo.
Are you gonna beat his brother up?
Yeah, why not?
That
At
just be
least
kicks
his
and
brother had
giggles.
a good performance, unlike him. So
That's gonna be for kicks and giggles.
why not?
Okay, 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 okay. But I should Charlo skip over Plant.
Right now they got what Charlo ring what number 2, I think, or 3 or something like that. 168. So should he skip over him? Nah, we gotta see that fight.
Yeah,
We
I
got
prefer
to.
to see it.
If somebody slap you, you gotta fight him. I don't care. You gotta fight him.
Didn't he say he wanted his lick back? Also, my bad, fellas. My
Yeah,
daughter clipped the Wi-Fi, so that's
we
why I
good.
got kicked out. All right.
No, we good.
But didn't he say something about getting his lick back?
Yeah.
So I
He
don't
want
think
his lick back.
I don't think he's skipping this. He gonna take this fight. It's personal.
What did you think about the fight Tomo against Charlo and Lamana?
So I'm glad you asked that. I didn't want to jump in and see where I was at, but I was more so looking at it and saying he was focused. He of course he did seem sluggish, but that comes with the year off and everything that he went through. But he was more focused, and this was a perfect opponent for you to test out what you needed to do. That energy of being back in the boxing ring in front of a live crowd versus sparring. You can go spar or train in the gym by yourself, but it's just something about being out there in that crowd. And he got back in his element, like you said. He was also teasing him a little bit, so he was kind of having a little bit more fun. He was having fun. He was focused and having fun. And to win the fight the way that he did, of course he probably didn't want the TKO. He probably wanted to actually knock him out. But that still shows that, hey, some of my fundamentals are here. And I know when he got back to the locker room, they definitely said, I know I watched Caleb. We know we can beat him. Then he probably leaned over to his brother and was like, I came in towards the end when y'all was talking about Crawford. He probably leaned over to his brother and was like, you know what you need to do. Like, you know what you just did. So you know what you need to do. And we already know Crawford and Canelo about to fight. So we're going to see how that plays out. But no, I was happy for him. I'm glad he actually, again, had fun in the ring while looking focused. And I think I answered the question already. I don't think he's skipping over Caleb. And me personally, I definitely just want to see that because I already know the pre-build to the fight, somebody going to have that montage queued up.
Yeah, that's definitely going. All you're going to ahead see is that slap on repeat on all social media.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? That's what's going to happen.
Baby powder.
Oh, that face off going to be crazy. Oh, that's going to be crazy. But
the face off at this before they had this fight was crazy. They was going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, they trying to get that element back with some of these fights. They're trying to sell it with the face offs because if most people don't see it, they'll just be like, "Ooh, did you hear what happened?" Then that's usually how I go. Now, those were the 3 fights on our recaps. So now we just here to have a little bit of barbershop talk. Some random discussions that come across, and you just be like, "Why is this even happening?" And the first one we're gonna start off with is, I mean, he was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame, right? I think that's what it was going on. And he decided to say, you know what? I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Pac-Man is back. and he got a formidable opponent because last time I seen Mario get in the ring with Tank, I mean it's not that moment, it's not that time, but Manny Pacquiao looks to return to do something unprecedented. The return in boxing to fight Mario's Barrios. I think the fight is supposed to go down in Vegas on July 19th. It's a Mario is 30 years old, and I think Pac-Man, he turned 46.
46.
Okay.
Yep.
So just like my man said on Coming to America, Joe Louis 146 when he fought. Ricky, why is Pac-Man getting back in the ring?
Man, I have no idea. I'm asking. I want to ask him that so bad. At 46 years old, been out the ring for what, a few years? Um, what are you chasing? You done already got inducted into the Hall of Fame. What are you chasing at this point? Like, what is left the game? And then you want to fight Barrios? Yeah, no, 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 no. That now, will Pacquiao still give a decent fight? Yeah, I do believe that even at 46, it'd be a decent fight. But at the same time, Barrio's not about to go like that and let you beat on him. It's bad enough he took some beatings along this way to his journey now. He's not gonna let no 46-year-old man beat him up. And Pac-Man need to stop. I don't know if he's looking for some money or whatever the case is going on, but at some point you need to just go ahead and do some. I think he would have did better. I just thought about it. He would have did better if he would do some expeditions. You know, go find Jake Paul MVP and fight some random people. He would have did better doing that than trying to compete right now at the highest level, and then come in and get a title shot. Crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I think Pacquiao bored. He's just bored. I think it got to be boredom. I don't think he need money because in the Philippines he's a king. So I don't think it's money. So I think he's just bored, and because he wanted to go into the Olympics. Weird, and
For
then
what?
You want to be a judge?
bored. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, he got to be bored. He's missed boxing. He's just bored. But I don't know why they would allow him to have a title shot though. Yeah,
Yeah.
you one of the greatest of all times, all that stuff. Yeah, but at 46, coming in at a title fight, he ain't fought in. When's the last time he fought? I can't remember last time he fought.
He fought no, not Keith Thurman. Who he fought?
Did he? No, he ain't quite kid.
No, the guy who beat he replaced Earl. He's supposed to fight Earl.
Now you
Uh
just right.
yes, Yugas. Yeah, he beat Yugas. That was the last time he fought, and that was during the pandemic.
Oh, that wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago, I guess. I
Yeah,
So
a
the
think
few
last time,
years.
he
it's longer.
fought, the world was
Probably three
fighting
years
COVID.
ago.
Yeah, it's a 2021.
Yeah.
4 years
4
ago.
years ago. Yeah.
Yes, but I don't know. But I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to see an old man get beat up. I don't. If he wins, that's good. But I don't see it happening. Like you said, I think he should have went to Jake Paul and found somebody else to fight. Like
6 rounds.
I'd rather him
you
for
had
Jake
6 rounds, that's
Paul at
amazing.
this point.
If you had 6 rounds, that's amazing because you 46 years old and
You know
not
what it would
good
have did
boxing.
good? You know what it did good even to this day? An expedition against Mayweather.
I think they're gonna do that eventually. I think that's what they're trying to get to because it might be money. Like you say, it might be a money thing because he might. That's probably the goal. That's probably the goal to get back in boxing and then do Pacquiao versus Mayweather too. Because that's
That
gonna
would have
sell.
been
Even if they both 90 years old, that's probably gonna sell.
that would sell. That would sell and it would look good.
Who
And then,
wins?
all they do is nice little sparring match.
No.
Like Roy
Who
Jones and Tyson.
Who wins?
who wins?
Mayweather.
Yeah, Mayweather.
Mayweather still Mayweather. That dude's focused. That dude's a focus. That's a focused dude. So I don't. Nah,
And he
yeah,
stayed training to this
yeah,
day. This man eat
focused dude.
candy and train. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna Mayweather.
yeah.
What kind of candy? Don't
Random
answer that.
candy.
Don't answer that. Don't
Yeah.
answer that. Don't answer that. And you gonna answer
I
it.
said random.
Yeah, no, that's even worse. But still, 46 years old, and he going back in there with a Barrios who was just fighting on Netflix. Y'all remember that fight on Netflix? If y'all could see it, I know the stream was a little messed up, but
I remember a little bit because
yeah, I don't
mine's
know.
messed up. Mine's
Mine
messed
messed
up.
up too.
Hmm.
Mine messed up.
But
Yeah.
Barrios is one. Barrios is tall. He's big.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's there for the brawl. And Pacquiao, I don't know, bro. The same way I'm looking at this fight is the same way y'all was looking at me when I was talking about Earl versus Fundora. I ain't saying Barrios is as lethal as Fundora, but I'm just saying that's how bad I think Pacquiao might get beat on. Because again, I don't know what he doing in his spare time. And I'm with you on that one, Ty. I fully agree that he may be bored, but this ain't the fight. This ain't it.
Who gonna train him?
He back. I think Freddie. He went back in the.
Nah, don't do this fight, bro. Don't do this. No.
No, I think he went back to Freddie. I really
Don't do
do.
this.
I
No,
think I
don't do
read
this
that
fight.
he went back to Freddie.
No, don't do this fight, bro. Don't.
But
No.
you know what's crazy though? If Barrios get knocked out or knocked down, you might as well go ahead and hang it up, champ.
For real.
Hang it up, champ. Because that's gonna be awful.
You said Freddie, right, Ricky?
Yeah, Freddie Roach.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what he went back to.
When's
Manny
the last time Freddie
Pacquiao.
was trained?
Yeah,
Somebody.
Manny Pacquiao
He
can
played.
dominate
Look,
Barrios.
Munguia.
Oh yeah. Nah, don't. No. 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 No.
All right, so look.
Go hit up Reynoso. Okay.
Honestly, you can call up the former trainer of the year.
Nah, don't even waste your time, Bomac. Don't no.
Nah, please don't. Who you talking about then?
Talking about my boy.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. I can't think his name right now.
I can't either. I done badgered him so much, man. I felt bad for the guy, man. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Hey.
Nah.
He'll help him.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
He gonna help who? Pacquiao or Barrios?
That was a good one. I see what you did there, Ricky. I see what you did there. Because he definitely helped Roly out. But let me ask y'all this then. Since we all really think that this is a bad idea for Pac, right?
Yep.
Should there be a cutoff age? Because I know we asked how late. We asked this a while ago. How late should you start boxing? Like, what age should you start? But
I think it should.
Cut off?
I think it should be cut off based on. I know this is gonna sound retarded, but based on weight class.
Excuse me, sir.
I mean,
based on weight class. Okay, yeah.
Based on weight class.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You had some of that fish from Tijuana.
Bruh.
But yeah, it should be based on weight class because again, the lower weight class, that's where a lot of speed and power is at. The higher weight classes, that's where it's like, okay, last man standing type of style. You know, so I think it should be depends on the weight class.
Nah, cause you had you had George Foreman, who was one of the oldest champs. You had Bernard Hopkins fighting at an old age, a different weight class.
So, and look, that was again the higher weight classes.
Yeah.
The lower weight classes, no.
Okay.
Could you imagine?
Okay, I got you. I like you saying yes to the lower weight classes and no to the higher. I was like, huh?
No. Because imagine Pacquiao fighting Bam if he was in a lower case.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
or the creative player. You know,
nah.
See what I'm saying? Look, see how y'all look. You see how you see the instant.
Yeah.
But if we name, like, for example, Tyson Fury is somewhat of an older heavyweight, but again, he rebuilt his career at later age.
Yeah.
George Foreman knocking people out around Pacquiao age.
Yeah.
And returned to the ring of I think he kind of retired and came back, if I can remember. He retired and came back. So when the heavy, like, I want to say, let's put it like, I say 160 and up.
No cutoff.
154 and up. 154 and up.
No cutoff.
154 and up. Probably no cutoff, but anything underneath that,
you gotta be like a mental cutoff or something. Because I ain't trying to mess somebody's brain completely up.
All right, so with this question, it's more so they are in a perfect shape to continue boxing. We thinking of it like that, because other than that, nah, we don't want you out there. You could be 26, and if you mentally just getting beat on, we don't want that happening.
What's the guy? What's the guy? Because we got somebody that's older and still fighting now. What's the guy? Ty?
Canelo?
I think he's from. No. I think he's from Puerto Rico. Dang, I can't think of his name. He beat. I can't think of his name.
Puerto Rico.
Ty.
You talking about Rebecca Light?
I know his face.
You can see it. You can see. I know you know what I'm talking about, Ty.
I know his face, but I'm trying to think of his name.
Not Gracie. I don't know why I want to say Gracie, but it's not Gracie. It's something.
He was on somebody's podcast recently.
But he fought somebody. I can't think, but he's old now and he's still fighting.
It's gonna hit me. I got his face.
Yeah,
describe his face, and I'm gonna see if this the face I see on Google.
Because he definitely whooped somebody, and that was kind of disappointing.
All right, I'll let Ricky look that one up. Wow.
Yeah, let me look that up real quick. I'll let y'all know in a second.
So let me ask you this, Ty, because Ricky said heavyweight. You think Floyd can continue boxing if he wanted to?
If Floyd wants to, yeah, because Floyd barely got hurt. His brain's good.
You think a fighter like I think he should retire. We're gonna talk about him in the up and coming fights. Deontay Wilder. But you think a fighter like trying to think somebody who kind of I can't say Tank neither, because all right, he kind of does brawl a little bit. Let's say a fighter like Tank. How long you think he lasts?
Nah, he shouldn't. Nah, he shouldn't fight at old age. No.
Okay.
No.
I was trying to give Google's a chance before we moved on. He gonna get the name.
I still can't find it, but I just thought of the fight that I remind you of. He fought Canelo, and that was a controversial fight because he kind of a lot of people lean and said he beat Canelo, and a lot of people said
Lar.
Yeah, Lar.
Yeah, hit me. Yeah, hit me. Lar. He said Canelo hit me. He beat Canelo. Yeah, Lar.
Ty. We weren't fully reminiscing, right?
I said this. He beat him. I said it before.
Ty. You know what? You done created a new segment for us. We're gonna have to go back and dissect some old debatable fights because ain't no Ty.
We can't be the boxer.
Ty, stop what you doing.
Ty, he can't be the boxer. Ty.
We was cool all day. We were cool all day.
I said it a million times. Laura won that fight.
Ty, what set you crying? This is crazy. We were cool all day, Ty. We were cool.
Y'all gonna get cool. Y'all gonna be cool right after that too.
Yeah. He done
turned his camera. Look, that's how upset he is. He done turned his camera a little bit.
Look.
Laura won that fight.
There you go. There we go.
Laura won that fight.
Hold on, because it's not Merm. Ty. It was a controversial fight. No, and right now, I'm pretty sure you don't remember the fight thoroughly to give me the evidence and facts you need. But definitely Laura lost that fight.
No, he did not. How?
He lost it in the later rounds.
Just one of them days.
How many later rounds did he lose?
I can't remember per se.
He didn't lose.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
Look. We're gonna go back and revisit that fight. And we're gonna come on the show. And we're gonna come on the show. So time we're gonna need to clip it up. We're gonna come on the show and we're gonna have this debate.
Let's do the next show.
Next show. Oh shit. I got my see this?
I saw that fight again. I saw that fight recently.
You saw it recently?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I have the zone.
Oh, okay.
Nah, you don't wrote it down now.
No, I wrote it down. I'm going back to watch it. I got the zone too. I'm going back to watch it too.
Are you gonna watch it in slow-mo?
Yes.
Like you did that other fight?
I'm gonna have to messing with time because I gotta come with big facts.
Yep.
I gotta come with facts. Look, and screenshots. I gotta make sure I'm gonna have snippets and I'm gonna have all screenshots for time.
Funny thing about this is I started the show off with a Canelo quote, and now we ended up with a Canelo debate. This is crazy. This is crazy. You never
Cause
know
soon
what
as
you're
I
gonna
said
find.
Lar, he Ty told me some he do one. Ty, come
He
on,
won.
Ty.
Now I
Come
knew
on,
Ty
Ty.
was gonna say something once you said it was a controversial fight against Canelo. I knew Ty was gonna say something about it. I
I
didn't
already knew
know.
the fight. As soon as he said controversy, yeah, it's Lara. I remember what Lara won that fight. I've said this a million times. I'll say it over and over again. He won that fight.
Go ahead, catch your breath. It's okay. Now we're gonna call this next topic positive feedback. And if you don't know why I'm saying this, I'll tell you in just a second. So it's come out that another one of Eddie Reynoso's fighters has tested positive. What's his name? Manguia tested positive at the May 4th. Fight source says if confirmed a second B sample, this test could result in a fight being ruled a no contest. And Manguia is facing suspension. So I don't know what they found in the system, but this is another fighter that we keep finding. This seems like it's a reoccurring thing. Now, Reynoso, trained fighters who have failed drug tests after working with him. I don't know if you've seen the list, so this is gonna be a good one. First name on the list,
Oh,
Canelo.
stop it. I already knew where you were going with this. Look.
Hold on, I gotta say the list. I gotta say the list for the listeners. I'm sorry, Ricky. I'm sorry. We got Canelo Alvarez, Manguia,
He ain't do it.
Oscar Valdez, Luis Nery, Julio Cesar Martinez, and Ryan Garcia. Oh my goodness.
Oh, minus Canelo, that list is kind of accurate.
Minus.
That list is accurate.
Minus. He the first name. How you gonna say minus?
That's because he has the popularity.
And Garcia don't. Exactly.
All right. Something ain't right. I just thought about that.
They had a sesame seed bun. Like, what's not right?
I don't know what's going on with that situation. How they all link up to have positive substances, and get caught with positive substances. I have no idea, but that is starting to sound like it's not a coincidence.
I'm
It
just
ain't.
saying.
It ain't a coincidence.
It's starting to seem like all Eddie fighters seem like Vegeta when he found out Goku could go Super Saiyan without training. Eddie just like, how you do this, Kakarot? Like, what's
And get
going on?
the sensu bean,
I'm
They
just
got sensu beans. Taste the soup. Taste the soup.
sensu beans and rice. I'm saying I don't know what they mixing in
Sensu
the
beans
food,
and rice.
but it's happening. I don't know, fellas. So let me ask y'all: should a fight be a no contest after a boxing test positive? I'm sorry, I'm talking about text.
I'm tired.
I think it should be a L, because if you keep giving people no contest after they pop positive, then guess what? What do you really have to lose? Because if I take the steroid, I don't get caught. I get the dub. But if I get caught, I don't get an L though.
Mm.
But if I don't take it, I could possibly get an L.
Mm.
So what do you really lose? So I think that they should give them an L. They should test them like randomly for a whole year while they suspended, and then continue testing them randomly for the next 2 years. And they get test positive anytime between that, they suspend them indefinitely.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
It sound like they on parole.
it's boxing. You can kill somebody. You can should hear somebody in boxing testing positive for being on steroids. So they need to, like I said, suspend them for a year, randomly test them for a year while they suspended. Then when they come back, randomly test them for the next 2 years. And if they test positive any time between that, indefinite suspension, and also give them an L. No contest. Because Keyshawn got a no contest for testing positive for weed. Weed, that's no contest for weed. That's okay. That's good with that, because we ain't gonna help you win. But
No, it's
no
not.
contest taking a steroid is crazy. You can hurt.
Y'all sure the weed ain't gonna help you win?
No,
You sure?
you're relaxed when you're on weed. You relax. You're not.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah,
stuff out here now.
You're not angry. You're relaxed.
There's some stuff out
When
here.
you win a fight on weed, you a beast. Cause
Hey,
you relax.
you can put some special stuff in there. They got this new thing out there, but I ain't gonna talk about it. Ricky,
I agree with that. Get them an L, suspend them. Um, and also there should be strikes. There should be like a 3 strike rule or whatever the case may be. If you get caught with these many substance, positive results within a certain time frame, this is you gone.
It should be a
Because
2 strike.
again, yeah, I guess too. Because you can't play boxing. Like, this is dealing with people's lives in general. People are dying in the ring. Remember, somebody died last year. Probably maybe 2 or 3 people died last year, if I think on top of my head. You can't play it. This is a physical sport. We need to keep it fair as possible. And we need to start holding these people accountable. That's why their fighters are still using it, because they're not being held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing too, the steroid use is building fighters that was never supposed to be where they at now.
Facts.
so when Ryan got caught, I think he got suspended for a year.
Mm-hmm.
No, they said indefinitely, right?
No,
No,
yeah.
A year. Okay, so he got the year. I think he still should have been tested, because most people seen his last fight and they're like, well, you already see what they were saying. It was like, no juice. You get no juice.
No
'Cause that's
juice. What's the use?
okay, Ricky. Yeah. So that's what happens. I think for this trainer, though, the fact that you have a long list of actual fighters that's on this list, I know what you all are saying for the actual boxers, but what should happen to the trainer? Because he's the one that's giving them this stuff.
Trainers should be held accountable to a degree, but again, I still feel as though it's more of a it's the boxers is responsible at the end of the day. Like, they're the ones that are taking these substances, and they have to live their lives even, after taking these substances that could do, bodily harm to them. Like, they had to live the rest of their lives taking these drugs, or knowing in their head that these wins weren't really wins.
So
You juiced up for them.
I'm trying to think if I should say this, or how can I say this? And we only got 10 minutes, so I'm gonna make it quick. So there's 2 things here, right? You see hey.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Look, I try to make peace sometime with them. Sometimes.
All right. Sometimes this whole episode you've been saying I agree with Ty. I'm just saying. But
He made some points this time. I have nothing against Ty this time. I don't know, we're on the same frequency right now.
okay. So let me ask you this. So what if the boxer is unaware that the trainer is actually putting these substances into his body?
What?
Date drug? What's
No.
going
See,
on?
I knew you was gonna go that far. That's why I was trying to figure out how to ask you.
Hold on.
Because he can give you a special like pre-workout mix and say, "Hey, this is a pre-workout mix. I've been working on it. It's gonna help you enhance your focus."
So
It's like it's gonna be like it's something. It's similar to Adderall, but it's not Adderall. Take it, and then he drink it, and he's like, "Oh, cool." And then sometimes the boxer may be like, "Oh, I feel a little different at 6 a.m. now."
what's the saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, no. At some point, the boxer, and feel something is going on. Like, you'll be good, but you will feel something is a little edgy about you. Because I'm pretty sure taking that substance does something internally to you, that something is going on, because you never had it before.
Yeah.
It's like drinking for the first time. You never had it before. It
I'm
does
glad you
something
said
to
that.
you.
I'm glad you said that because my brain went somewhere else, and it's not Sunday, it's Wednesday, so I'm not gonna say what I was about to say.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah,
Please don't.
but there's some substances out here that people take from 7-Eleven a lot, and I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Some people say it doesn't enhance the performance. Some people says it does. But there's some things out there that people just throw out there and say, hey, try this and see if it works. And they might try it. They win the fight and now they're getting tested saying, oh, my bad. That's all I'm saying. And then you have some positive feedback. Let's move on to this next fight. Let's get out of here. All right. So look. Yo, bro. We'll call this next one hashtag. Because that's essentially what these guys are at this point, man. It's hashtag Haney or hashtag Tail. You never know when you click this hashtag on Twitter. I mean, on X, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you click this hashtag, you never know what video gonna pop up, especially when T.O. is involved. Because T.O. is a whole nother element of boxing. I think he got dropped by Turkey recently, and now he's like going live saying he dropped me. It's going crazy. But the fight has been announced. These two are fighting. We talked about it on the last episode. Which one did we actually want to see? Do we want to see the rematch between Haney and Garcia after their performances, or would we rather see Haney and T.O. because based upon T.O.'s actual performance, I guess somebody was listening to the show and they made it happen. So I don't know if this is happening on the same card as the Tank and Lamont, but it's the same day, August 16th, from what I'm hearing. Haney versus T.O. Let me ask you guys this question. Is this fight worth the hype?
No.
All right.
I don't want to see it. Definitely after Haney's last performance, I don't want to see it. Nope, don't want to see it. Yeah, T.O. gonna look good, but I don't trust Haney anymore. Nope, I don't want to see it.
That hype train been left a long time ago. That hype train, they should have been made that happen. And honestly, again, T.O. being in that 140 division and still ain't really getting no names was very disappointing. It's not what I want to see. But I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. And I know one thing, Devin can't lose this one at all. At all. Devin can't lose this one at all. You gotta mob up T.O. You can't lose this at all. You gotta do what you do.
I'm still gonna watch it on my Fire Stick.
Yo, no, you're not. You're gonna
No,
watch
yeah,
it.
no, we do not pirate. We do not do illegal stuff.
1,000%.
We are going to watch this as a family.
Y'all gonna watch this
on
family
Amazon.
We're gonna
on
go
Amazon,
to the Amazon, or we're gonna go to the bar. We're gonna go to the bar and watch this
There we
fight.
go. I think it's gonna be on the Zone.
Yeah, drinks on me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be on the Zone. I get it for free anyway. All right, I watch it.
Yeah, because you subscribe to the Zone. We like that. So look, is the fight worth the hype? Not right now. Not right now. They were looking for all of us. They gonna like, hey man, the guy that's talking about 7-Eleven, my man talking about Amazon, and the scout sitting in the middle. We gotta talk to y'all. But nah, hey, see, Joe said he down with the bar move. Joe, you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
But not right. But as far as the hype, nah, not right now. I think it's gonna build up at some point because we know what T.O. is gonna do as far as like them trying to sell the fight. But for me, I'm not buying the hype because when Devin has become a boring fighter, Shakur, you can relax. Devin is stolen the title.
Don't the whole time out YouTube too. Hold on, time out YouTube. He just got back. Okay, like let's not cancel Devin. I mean Devin out. Devin still won. Don't forget that.
And so did Charlo.
What Charlo got to do with Devin and T.O.?
He just got back.
Charlo showed up.
That's what I'm saying. Charlo just got back.
Devin showed up too.
Devin showed up PTSD.
Devin showed up. Devin showed up like Shakur average night.
Yeah, right.
Nah, Ricky, I'm not even gonna do that one.
Yeah. It means same move, same concept again. When it comes, look, you guys gotta agree with this. When it comes to fighters like that, is it the opponent they're fighting that makes it that fight, or is it them?
I think I think Garcia messed him up mentally. Because that was.
It does. I mean, well then shoot, you can also say Garcia messed up too. Because Garcia definitely
Garcia messed up because he ain't got the daggone PDs no more.
You know. So this is the thing with this fight though. Devin definitely gotta definitely gotta work. I can see Devin definitely gonna work. Tio might be um a hard opponent. He definitely would probably be a hard opponent. But
Ricky,
hmm?
Ricky,
Yeah.
did you see Devin last fight?
That don't mean
No, I'm
nothing.
just
It was
asking.
yo.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I
Hold on.
seen it.
Did you
I seen his
see?
last fight.
All right, so let's do this. Did you see Devin's last fight? Yes or no?
Yes, the Devin win.
No. We can ask all. You can ask the questions after I'm done. All right, hold
Oh
on.
Lord.
Did
All
you
right.
see Devin's last fight? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Don't lead the jury right now for everybody who's watching. Did you see Tio's last fight?
Yes.
Okay. Who looked more aggressive in their fights? Devin or Tio?
Tia.
Okay. If Tio seems like he's not scared, if he's not scared of his opponent, what is he going to do? It's going to be aggressive, right?
See, this is the thing though. Tio is not gonna be able to
Come on.
push forward like that against Devin.
Why not?
Devin is bigger and he know how to keep his distance. Did you see the strategic play last fight? It would if I know y'all say y'all don't like it, but if he take that same concept and put it in a fight with Tio, he would still win.
I think Tio's going to knock him out.
Do you think
Nah.
Tio can't cut Ring off?
I think Tio's going to knock him out.
Tio is gonna probably attempt to do it, but he's just gonna walk into punch. He gonna walk into the jab.
Devin was scared to swing.
Yeah, he barely swung.
What I'm saying, Ricky, did you watch that fight?
Broke the
I
record.
watched it. But he swung where he wanted to, it landed. And again, he still
No,
won
he
the
had plenty
fight.
of chances to throw punches sometimes. He had plenty of chances. There were plenty of openings. He just was like, I don't know. It was weird.
I think a different Devin's gonna show up against Tio. It's gonna have to be.
I think Devin needs two more. He needs two more tune-ups.
2 more.
Yeah,
Just 1 more.
2 more.
Then we ain't gonna never have to fight, Ty.
I don't want to see it anyway.
You get 2 tune-ups, we ain't gonna never have to fight.
I don't want to see it anyway.
So
Hold on.
Tio wins by TKO or KO. Then what's next for each? It's a good question.
Ooh.
If he beats Haney by TKO, Haney, I don't know.
I think
I don't know
won.
about
I
Haney.
think he
That's
leading.
gonna
I
kill
think he
that
walk away.
self-esteem.
Yes,
And Tio gonna rub that in so bad, he knock him out. But it's definitely gonna catapult Tio. But for some reason, Tio don't get the fights that he need to have. For some reason,
This gonna
you
be
know,
it right
I don't know if he a runner himself or his promotion just don't his promotional team just don't do it for him. But at 140 this long, he should have been had impact just like he did at 135.
Let me see. When does Creed 4 come out?
Creed 4 coming out? I didn't hear about that.
That's what Haney gonna be starring in if he get knocked out in this one, because he's never boxing again. He's never boxing again. He lose to Tio. It's over, bro. I'm sorry. That's what he gonna be at.
Hold on.
There's
Stop
nothing.
playing with Devin like this, man.
If he loses
By
to
TKO?
Tio, by TKO or knockout, and no
It's gonna
juice,
be a
and it's no
rematch.
juice, and it's
It's
no
gonna be a
juice.
rematch. It's gonna be a
He's
rematch.
mentally done.
It's over.
You think he was scared
It's
his
gonna be a
last fight?
rematch.
He get knocked out. He gonna be scared. What? He might jump out the ring.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
Devin
you.
better not lose to T.O. T.O. walk around with NYPD bulletproof vest on. He
That's what
better
I'm
not get
saying,
whooped by
Ricky.
T.O., man. With 10 boots. Oh, yeah. Come on, Devin. Damn. Come on, Devin.
It's gonna be over for him and Pops. Like there's nothing they can say after that.
Yeah.
But again, I think a different Devin will show up that night.
I don't think he'll knock him out though. I don't see that happening. I don't see him knocking Devin out because
Mm.
Devin
don't swing.
He gonna fight.
Oh, another thing too. What weight class is this in? Do we know?
I don't know. I didn't know they were fighting.
Yeah.
Let me go look it up. I'm gonna
No,
find
they
that
stopped
for y'all.
Because I think Devin just fought above 140, right?
144.
Let me see. Devin versus, because I couldn't find if Ryan Coogler was doing Creed 4 or not, but I got y'all. Devin Haney. While I'm doing that, Ricky, tell them about the up and coming fights, and I get that for y'all.
We got the up and coming fights. So let's start with this one that's coming up this Saturday, June 7th. Norfolk, Virginia, ESPN or ESPN Plus. We have Keyshawn Davis versus Edwin De Los Santos. And another key fight on that same card, we have Abdullah Mason versus Jeremiah Nakadilla. Forgive me for messing up your name. Fellas, between Keyshawn and De Los Santos, who you got?
Keyshawn.
Oh, that fight, I got Keyshawn winning. I just wonder how it's
Oh,
been though.
oh, you ain't got De Los Santos?
De Los Santos ain't no scrub, but I think Keyshawn's at a different kind of level.
If Keyshawn knock him out, what that say about Shakur?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness.
It said Shakur had a bad hand.
Mm,
Well, he know that, and he needs to stop calling fighters out. But I'm with you on that one. It's
yeah,
not gonna say nothing.
yeah, okay. Well, if Keyshawn beat him in a particular fashion, it definitely would say a lot. But
But
between Abdullah,
what if Shakur beats Zepeda, knocks him out, then says nothing?
We know that's not happening either.
but hold on, Keyshawn and the De Los Santos would be a common opponent that they both fought.
Yeah.
So you saying they should fight each other?
No, because they're brothers. Anyway, who you got between
So we all
Abdullah
agree it's
and
Keyshawn,
Jeremy?
right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you ever said who was winning.
Yeah, I agree. Keyshawn, yeah, Keyshawn. Abdullah Mason and Jeremiah.
I'm never picking against Abdullah Mason.
Yep, you don't never pick it. Go against the grain. I got Mason.
Okay. And
And
before you go to the next fight, the T.O. and Haney fight, it's at 145 with a catch weight.
Theo might got an edge. Devin heavy. Devin is heavy. We'll see. We'll
That's his
see.
closest.
We'll see. And we'll definitely revisit this when it get close. But going back to the upcoming fights, we got June 8th, Tokyo on ESPN Plus. We got Nakatani versus Nishida. 12 rounds for Nakatani's WBC bantamweight title and Nishida's IBF bantamweight title. Who do you got? Oh, well, in fact, unisons. Nakatani.
Oh, my bad. Let's do it again.
Nakatani?
Nakatani.
Yeah, okay. All right. Same day, June 8th. Wow. On the zone in Queensland, Australia, we have a title fight with Jay Optea and Claudio Squio. Again, forgive me if I butcher your name. 12 rounds for Optea's IBF cruiserweight title. In unisons.
Optea, he needs better
Optea.
competition. Better competition, bro. I'm tired of this.
I think he need more title shots. He needs to go. He just need to go ahead and go on that belt run. Get all the belts at cruiserweight. Okay, we got June 14th in New York on the zone. Title fight. We got Richardson Hitchens versus George Kambosos. George one trick pony Kambosos. I don't know how people want to keep fighting. 12 rounds for Hitchens IBF Junior welterweight title. Who do y'all got?
Hitchens.
Hitchens.
KO.
I'm with you on that one.
What's your sleep number on that one?
3.
Woo.
Sleep number 3. Sleep number 3. I don't know how you
That's
cannot.
a pillow top mattress right there, man.
Look, he's been doing the same stuff in the ring for too long for you not to get that. Like for real, like he's still throwing that same overhand. Every other punch is the same overhand. He's a one trick pony.
You sound upset.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna skip over that.
Okay.
June 19th, we got Tokyo ESPN Plus. We got title fight. We got Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki. 12 rounds for Norman's WO welterweight title. Who you got, Ty?
Norman
versus Boots. Who you got, Ty? Now I'm just checking your temperature. Tom, who you got, Tom?
You try to catch him?
I'm checking his temperature. That's all.
I'm going Norman, man.
Norman? Okay.
Norman versus Boots. I'm going Norman. Nah, I'm going Boots.
You said what?
I'm gonna give Boots a shot.
Oh man, see what I'm saying?
Only way Boots win is if Norman wear boots.
But we know who are gonna be wearing boots.
Yeah, all right, Ty. You already done heard the rumor. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, June 27th at Wichita, Kansas, we have Deontay Wilder versus Tyrell Herndon. 12 rounds heavyweight. Another key fight to look out for, even though,
Why
you
is
know,
it? Who looking for it?
you gotta
Who
support the big
looking for it?
bomber. We gotta support the big bomber, man.
Who?
Win or lose.
He ain't even from the Bronx. So his name the Bronx Bomber. He already lied to us. Go home. You ain't Charles Barkley. You wanna be. Go home. Beat it. Nah, bro. I ain't saying that. I just think you need to stop boxing, bro. He's a good dude, but I just think you need to stop boxing, bro. Honestly.
This would be for entertainment.
I'm a
He could go-
Wilder fan. Been a Wilder fan for a minute.
I'm saying.
You need to stop.
Thank you. I think you need to stop boxing, bro.
Yeah. For something end up happening to him and then mess him up. So he needs to stop.
For real.
Because you can always get caught by anybody. Even though I never heard of this dude before, you get caught by anybody.
No, you can't say anybody.
You can get caught by anybody.
You can get caught by anybody, but he hasn't been caught by anybody.
I'm saying you can get caught by anybody. Anybody can get caught by anybody and they mess him up. So he needs to stop.
It's been like downhill.
He has one thing he does. Only one thing he does. One thing.
Like a
so
cartoon
it's like
character.
you're gonna look out for that one thing the whole time. So stop.
Yeah.
Too late now. Well, depending on his performance on this fight, I might agree with you guys.
You need one more fight?
I'm just saying, depending on this fight.
You need this fight to tell you?
I like the Bronx.
If you like him, bro, you would tell him stop fighting, bro.
Yeah.
I do. I've been said that he should stop fighting. I agree with this one, but now like he's doing it for kicks and giggles. I'm just going to support it as
not when you the kick.
Exhibition.
Yeah, he the kick and we get the giggles, bro. No, stop. Just stop, bro. Just stop.
All right, nah, I'm playing. I'm trolling.
I'm gonna pick him to win this fight just for that.
I'm gonna pick him in this fight too, but I do agree that he does need to go ahead and call it. He had a good run though. He had a good run. He might as well just go ahead and leave it where it's at. Dang, Ty. You just like throwing salt on snails. That's crazy.
Okay, name a top fighter he beat.
Look, it's the entertainment factor. Okay, he's very entertaining. And again, you even said it yourself. You even like them.
I do.
And yes, he got exposed by real boxers. Don't get me wrong. He did get exposed.
I know.
Yes, but we already knew that if you was already watching him fight, that you know. But I still would like to see him and Anthony Joshua just for kicks and giggles. I still want to see that.
Now, this was on the list. I would say, okay, that could be your last one, but just to be fighting, nah, bro.
I think after they cheated him versus Tyson Fury, that's when he just I don't know.
And Anthony probably didn't want to take the L if Wilder had a good chance. I still think Wilder had a good chance against Joshua.
Just had to let that breathe for a second.
All right, so listen. The reason I say that is go back and look at the L's that Joshua took. He still hasn't learned his lesson. I can still see Wilder still has a boxer's punch against him.
Yeah, I agree to that.
I give you that.
Yeah, because he's shown Joshua's shown that his chin can be got. So yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And he drops his hands very light.
He does.
And it has not. And look, we've been watching for a long time, Ty. It has not changed, Ty.
Yeah, true. You're right. You're 100% right. Yeah.
You heard it. Look. He said I'm right. Can't believe this. We haven't seen. We're on the same frequency today. He's loving hair grease.
Now it's time to get out of here because he's loving hair grease. All right, fellas, we've come to the conclusion of the show. For everybody that tuned in, we appreciate you for tuning in. For everybody in the comments, thanks for leaving a comment. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But before we get out of here, I gotta ask y'all fellas, how you think the show went today, Ty?
I think I'm on the way to the finals. That's how I feel.
Oh God, this dude, man. What the hell?
Hey, ever since that song came out, they've been on a run, so I ain't mad at them. Ricky,
The show was good. We need to get more. I can't wait to talk about these other up and coming fights to
I can't wait to talk
make
about
them more.
Lara versus Canelo.
don't get quiet now.
See, we was so look. It was just so. It was just like it was cool. Like the oil, you had like 1,000 oil just a minute ago, and now it's like it's done. Like I don't even know what to say. Like it's just look. When we go, I'm gonna go back and dissect the fight. Make sure you come prepared, screenshots, videos, whatever you need to prove your point. Okay, but right now we just gonna agree to disagree. You
Comfy
know,
box.
All I know is
you got Combi box up right now.
Ricky, we gotta go, man. We gotta go.
He done started. You
We
already
gotta go.
know. You are
We gotta go.
see.
See, Ricky, right
See,
now you acting like Deontay Wilder, man. We gotta
see,
go.
see, Ty,
The
see,
fight is
Ty,
over. The fight
see,
is over,
Ty.
Ricky.
Yo, okay, all right. Don't hold me back, Tomo. Don't hold me back. God damn it.
The fight is over. The fight is over. But again, for everybody that tuned in, we want to let you know that In the Red Corner is part of a family and we're part of a network. Shout out to Mom. I said, I agree with that. And we're
Oh
part of a
man.
network. We have other shows that's on this Refuse to Lose network. You can click the link below and subscribe to all the shows that's on the network. Again, In the Red Corner, we try to give you all 2 episodes a month. Try to do these on Sundays, but again, life be lifing. Shout out to the Charlos. And we're here now. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share this episode. But I want to say shout out to everybody on the network before we get out of here. Make sure y'all go subscribe to CTC. That's called Talking College. We got FFC. That's Fantasy Football Talk with Coach Coons, but he talks more than actual fantasy football. But again, the off season's here, so he's doing a lot of rankings. So make sure y'all tap in. Check out BWT. That's Baseball with Teddy. Of course, the baseball season is here, so you want to lock in. Teddy can give you all your MLB knowledge there. And if you're a Yankees fan, you're really going to like him. Shout out to RBO. That's Real Ballers Only, RBO Vaughn. He does more of the NBA. It's not even just more so analytical with the RBO. He's actually just talking ball there. So you can always go over there. You might spark up a conversation and figure out why Kevin Durant need to leave the Suns, or figure out why Bradley Beal's still finding ways to get. Never mind. That's just a personal thing with me. And you got Dave Doghouse. Shout out to Dave, man. He gives you all the highlights and lowlights. So make sure y'all tap in. He just recently did an episode. So make sure y'all lock in there. And we have the Refuse to Lose show. That's with me, Joe, and Dave. We do that on Tuesdays and Fridays. Make sure y'all tap in there. We cover all sports. And if you can see, we have almost every sport covered on the network. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, tap in. And you want to come back because I want to see what Ricky got to say about this Canelo Tijuana. And we out, fellas.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.